Hey, what's up, you guys? Today we're back with another deck profile from Joshua. So tell us about what you played today.
Okay, so I played locals, and I got first place.
Okay.
And I played Big Daddy Dragon Examon.
Okay. Interesting. Very sounds very spicy.
It is pretty spicy, not gonna lie. Okay, so starting with the Digitama. This is very basic, just the full place of the EX3 Baby Dome one.
Mm-hmm.
You also have the BT10 one, like the Blue Flare Baby Dome one, which you could play. But I think the DP boost from this is more important, because if you have both this and Dracomon in your stack, it means your Examon is never going to get deleted when checking security, because you have 17,000 DP, which is more than any card in the game. So yeah, I value this a lot more, and you're really never swinging a lot early game anyway, so yeah, the draw doesn't really come up that much.
Okay.
Then moving on, full playset of the EX3 Dragonic.
Very pretty.
Yeah, it's just, I love the artwork on this, but it's just so good because you can add both a Dramon and the Examon. The Examon you need, of course, and then the Dramon you can add literally whichever piece you need at that moment in time. And also, like I said, the DP definitely does come up, where you can push your Examon on either player's turn with 1000 when it becomes suspended. So, and your Dramon as well, by the way.
Yeah.
Then 4 of this Dracomon as well. Honestly, you just need to max out on the Dracomon, just because all your core Dramon say they evolve for 2 over Dracomon instead of 3, and you really don't want to be evolving into your level 4s for 3 costs. They're like not that good, so it's not really worth it. Of course, sometimes it does come up, but and it's just a searcher, but it's so annoying when like you go into this and you review Examon, but you can't add it because the card didn't exist when this was printed. So yeah, that's it for the Dracomon. Then the remaining on level 3s are the full playset of the Madoki Betamon, just because Bloomlord is a really popular deck and this card is really good against Bloomlord. It's really good against a lot of matchups, to be honest, but Bloomlord specifically, but also anything, you know, playing memory boost and stuff like that. In my opinion, it's just basically the third best rookie you can play in this deck. And then for the super spicy deck, I'll play one of the BT1 Gabumon. It's just I want to play a little bit more level 3s, because I'm testing for like regionals and you don't have Mulligan there. So I just think it's quite nice to have 13 rookies, and it's also just a consistency card with the unplay effect, right? You just draw 1 card. But the thing is with like the Madoki Beta and this is your Cortramon will cost 3 to evolve over, which is a little bit annoying. But yeah, just a nice consistency card.
Drawing is always good.
Yeah, exactly. Drawing is nice. Then moving on, speaking about drawing, playset of this Cortramon, just unplay draw 2. Honestly, I mostly use this just to evolve for 2 over the Gabumon or the Madoki Betamon. But of course, the unplay effect is nice, and in security, it can literally just turn around the game for you and win you the game on the spot when they hit it. Which didn't happen today though, but like it does come up. This is basically the best Cortramon, which is funny because it's also the oldest one. Then another full place of Cortramon is the green one. Again, it's evolved for 3 over Madoki Beta and Gabumon, and for 2 over Dracomon. And it is a blocker that gives the inheritable blocker. And you're really playing like a defensive deck, so you really want this inheritable. And then the last level 4s are just 2 of the evade Cortramon. At first I didn't really like this inheritable, like I didn't think it was bad or anything, but just felt like this was way more important. But you definitely want to have a stack where you have both, so you really can't cut down too much on this or the Wing Dramon. But it definitely is the least good one out of all the Cortramons.
Yeah.
But again, you want to play only Cortramons because your level 5s do evolve for 3 over your Cortramon. So
yeah, names are important in this deck.
Yeah, exactly. Level 5s just it's a little bit like level 4s, just the green level 5s are just a little bit better. Again, just blocker, and this one is just evade. Honestly, I'd love to just play 4-4, but space in this deck is really tight, and I decided to play more of this than of this because you usually want to start like with the Slayer Dramon stack and then play this later. Mm-hmm. So you want to have the combination of like the blue level 6 and the green level 5, because you need to have both colors, right, to do the thing.
Yeah, to do the main thing the deck does.
Yeah, exactly. you're often just literally hard playing these two, like DNA into your Examon and then basically get control from there. Yeah, I'd love to play 8, but
It's not happening.
then the full playset of Slayer Dramon. Basically, as long as you don't have Examon, you're playing Slayer Dramon control. That's what you're doing. And even when you have Examon, you are playing control because you have the inheritable of discard. If you don't know what it does, it says like a start your main phase, you can force your opponent to attack basically by suspending a Dramon or Examon. Which specifically against like stack decks like Wargreymon X, Metal Garurumon, Grandis, this basically auto wins you the game. Because once they, you know, move their stack to the front, you just force them to attack before they can evolve it to their big guy, and like, then you just block it because it suspends itself, then you block, and then you win.
Yep.
Yeah, this is basically the MVP of the deck, honestly. And then I'm still on Greydramon, of course. This deck, or this card is definitely very nice. What I usually want to do is I build the Examon with this in the stack and then play this out, because it means if you have this on field, you can suspend it for the Slayer Dramon inheritable and basically suspend 3 of your opponent's guys. Which is also, against something like Bloomlord, is really good because they can't trigger their effects, they can't do Digisorption. And again, against stack decks, which is really nice. And then also the effect where you trash your opponent's top security is definitely very, very strong as well. But this is just way more important than this.
Seems like it's almost a theme that the green cards seem to be a little bit less good than the blue ones.
I honestly think like only for level 6 that's true, and like the other way around is for the rest of the deck.
Oh yeah, that's true actually. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Which is also why I'm you know, maxing like on this over the. But again, the reason is also because you are maxing out on this, so you want to have the counterpart to this on a higher amount than the blue one. And then for level 7s, I just full place of Examon. I was playing 3 before, but I was wrong.
You were wrong?
Yeah, I was like, once you have it on the field, you know, they're not gonna out it because that's what the deck does basically. And like you're hardly ever going to go into 2. If you do though, you instantly win the game, of course. But you need to see it. So yeah, before like.
You don't want to miss it. If you miss it,
exactly,
it's big for
and
your
also
game.
if you're playing against like Digivolve decks or something like that, it's just so important to have access to this.
Fair enough. Do you hard Digivolve a lot of it?
You really want to DNA Digivolve into it because you also get to play out a guy. But honestly, I did just evolve into it a couple of times just because the DP does come up, and if you're playing like a defensive game, it's also really important where it says like it can unsuspend itself and suspend one of your opponent's Digimon instead of where the Slayer Digimon just unsuspends itself. And sometimes you can also just make your stack better. Like if you have a stack without a Fate, you can put a Fate Quartramon or a Wingtramon under it. Or if you have a stack without blocker, you can put a blocker under it. So in those situations, it's not even bad to like evolve into it. Okay. But of course you want to.
Yeah.
And then this really random, but just one DeathX.
It's a good card.
Yeah, this card or this deck really excels against decks that have one stack. So you want to have some counterplay against decks that, like Bloomlords, that just go wide, or Commandramon as well. Like if they establish really fast, it's hard to win, but once you establish this, you win anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just a little countermeasure against decks that go super wide. Again, like I wish I could play more, but space so tight. Then moving on to the Tamers, I'm playing Triple Davis. What's to say about this, right? It's a green-blue deck. This card is insane.
Memory setter that searches.
Yeah, just crazy. Literally nothing to say.
No.
Then I played, again, this is one of those cards. I want to play more, but I can't. This is Takumi. This is like when you evolve, you can draw an additional card, which is nice, but mostly what you're using it for is the effect where if a level 3 attacks, the player who attacks loses a memory. And the reason I play this is because basically the stack decks to play around your Examon, or your Slayer Dramon, they are gonna want to play rookies. And with this, you basically give them one less memory each turn to do a thing. So if they basically promote their stack, you force them to swing, they're gonna swing with the rookie and they're gonna lose a memory. And oftentimes that means they won't be able to do whatever like their plan is. And this card was really good today. So definitely happy I played it. It really made sure that I forced my opponent to keep Southern raising, or like I said, like when they moved out, they couldn't accomplish what they wanted to. But yeah, it's not like a consistency card. Well, it sort of is because you do get extra draws, right? But at the start of the game, you already have to have something going for it to be.
Yeah, but it's only a 2 cost as well. So
yeah, that's really nice as well.
Yeah.
Good, you mentioned that. Really helps you memory choke. Yeah, again, wish you could play more, but I can't.
Space.
Yes. Then.
Ice Wall.
This is the best card in the deck because you memory choke your opponent. You're like Slayer Demon forced to attack. Oh, it's my turn again. I win. Yeah. This card's insane in this deck. And then just 2 Hammer Spark. Again, I wish I could play 4. I mean, there's just no space. It's like a pseudo memory or a pseudo security bomb. Yeah. Not gonna waste so much time talking about this. We know what it does. And then another pro of this deck, you can play Megadeth, which is a very powerful card for the cost.
Yeah.
Also really strong in security. But I think 2 is the right number for this. Like you don't want to be drawing too much of them. You do want to see them in security though, but you can't really decide that. But it's also nice in hand. Like sometimes you really want to basically bounce the Digimon that's in front, so your opponent can't move out their guy. So that's it.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah. Don't forget to like, subscribe, stuff like that. Let me know what you think about the deck, of course, and yeah.
See you next video.
Bye.